had something that I didn't know if it was going to be an intro, but I wanted to just bring it up. And I'm trying to remember what it was because I had the thought in the car. And the only thing that I'm thinking about is, okay, guys, how's your blood doing?
I don't like this.
I literally just told you that my blood is so good. Nurses are actively trying to drink me.
Listen, we all know, like, not all of us have beautiful, juicy veins.
As we discussed,
like
Juniper has
some people.
Juniper has horrible.
those.
No, but I'm talking about the winter has happened to us. The winter came. It descended upon us. We had no forewarning. It happened very fast. And I don't know about you, but I still
to me. Personally,
it was
myself.
It was a personal attack on all of us.
Yep.
On me.
On Noelle. You're right. Father Winter attacked Noelle specifically.
And why do you think Father Winter would do that, Noelle?
Stab me in the heart with a...
Do you think maybe it's because you left the weather dome?
Jennifer,
Guys,
we're not going to talk about that.
We can't keep relitigating the weather dome.
We can't keep relitigating the weather dome. Anyway, the reason I asked about your blood is that I personally, my winter blood hasn't come in yet, and I've still got my summer blood, and I am struggling with this temperature drop.
Right.
I actually keep a reserve of my winter blood on hand all year round.
Okay, we get it. Well, you and your perfect blood, like, we've heard enough about it.
I'm just saying, like, if you're miserly about it, you can do a couple of blood draws every month, and then you'll have enough to get you through the beginning of Father Winter's excruciating attack on Noelle.
I'm so tired.
I am too, because I don't have my winter blood. It hasn't come in yet, and I am too afraid of needles to deal with it throughout the year.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know if this is anything, but that was just the thought that I had earlier. So
it's something. I just am nothing.
You're nothing.
That's because Father Winter's personally attacking Noelle, and she doesn't have...
He in me like a fucking balloon.
Yeah, he stepped on you like so many crunchy leaves.
Like so many crunchy leaves.
I wish I had never brought up stepping on me.
Like so many Wonder Breads. Under a large foot.
Who gave you permission to bring up Wonder Bread?
If you know, you know.
If you wish you didn't
I don't need blood and I don't need permission.
All right. So that's how you're trying to kind of make it through, Noelle, you've gone sans blood.
Trying.
That's how you're succeeding.
I'm genuinely, I actually have my winter blood is fully in effect, you guys.
Yeah, we get it.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
so as you know, my senses are heightened, and I would just like to warn everybody in the room that I'm getting some dark vibes from a certain corner. I don't want to say that any spirits are with us. I don't want to say that the presence of Father Winter might be in this very room. I just want us all to be on edge.
Noelle, did Father Winter take your blood?
That's too much of a delay.
Define take.
Oh my god, I fucking knew it.
Did I have blood before Father Winter stabbed me through my guts several times, like Sephiroth stabbing Cloud Strife with For the listeners at home, that's the name of Sephiroth's sword.
Right. But Noelle, can you say that one more time? No, I don't think that was the same.
That's how it's pronounced. It changes every time.
And what's Cloud's sword called?
Minions.
It has a name?
Oh, his sword, that's easy.
Go on.
That's the name.
What's the name of it?
It's something...
Is it?
Like, it's like one of those, like, it's like an old-timey name, like from the 20s.
Buster.
Don't help her out.
Was that right?
That's right.
That's
It's Buster.
Yeah,
It just came to me inside my mind.
That's Clouds.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I thought you were asking about Sephiroth. I'm sorry.
I gotta be honest. I just got really excited because you were talking about the 20s and an old-timey name, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a pretty big Buster Keaton fan, so just,
Oh my god.
I got it.
Did you not even know the name of Cloud's sword?
But you didn't know that the name of Cloud's sword, but you claim to be a Buster fan?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I had a feeling.
Know?
No, I had a feeling that there was a connection, and
you had a feeling, but you didn't know, and you call yourself a Buster fan? Oh my god!
You know that I love Buster Keaton. You know this about me.
I actually didn't know that about you, but if somebody had brought up Buster Keaton, I would have said, "Is that an old man?" They would have said yes. I would have said, "Hannah must love him."
Hannah must love that guy.
Actually, he's dead. So Get it right.
So he's mega old.
He's mega beautiful.
Do you stop aging when you die? There's a philosophical question.
That's a
for all of you.
philosophical question. Do
Yeah.
you stop
I
aging when you
haven't
die?
stopped aging.
Are you dead?
Answer the question,
Answer
Noelle.
the fucking question, Noelle.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Noelle's not going to answer, and I'm going to continue to litigate this. Vampires don't age anymore. That's like the whole thing. They stop aging when they are killed.
Physically speaking, yeah.
Physically they stop aging. So if you take that as evidence, then that means when you die, you stop aging.
But they still exist within the time stream, and they still perceive time to be passing.
But they are not aging. The question was age. Do they?
I'm not a
do they
vampire.
Age physically, but what about age mentally or chronologically speaking?
Well, that's a different question because do vampires age mentally or are they stuck in the mentality? Like, is their brain able to form?
But if you don't age mentally, do you perceive the passage of time? Because how are you supposed to exist within time without, like, internalizing change?
Yes, you would perceive the passage of time.
But
if you're not able to form new connections,
if you exist in a state of unchanging mentality, how can you perceive the passage of time and experience new things without that having an effect on your mentality?
So-
you're inherently changed and
Why
formed
don't you
by
ask
your
my mother?
experience.
Guys, okay, I think
I was waiting for us to get back to a joke. I was trying to find
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I need this.
We were driving on the philosophical highway, and I was desperately looking for an off ramp, and Noelle just fucking juked us over the curb.
Okay, like
So anyway, to bring it all back to you, don't stop, never give up, don't get high and reach the top. Let the world see what you have got. Bring it all back to you. Let's play D&D. My name is Kat. My blood is still too warm for this climate, and it's cooling down, though.
Hi there, I play Fran. I have a name.
and it is
My own.
Hi, my name is Juniper. I have incredibly thick
oh my god, this again.
and juicy veins. Doctors hate me, nurses love me. And
you.
I play Genshin Impact.
Hi. I'm Hannah. And I have aged 1,000 years during the production of this introductory piece of material. And
Mentally, physically, or chronologically.
spiritually, all of those, all of the above. And I play Slake.
Do you?
Do I?
Do you?
I do.
All right. Well, so who remembers what happened last time? You don't need to. I'm not going to make you try and remember. I'm going to just tell you.
Fran was there.
We slaughtered some giants.
Corbin was there.
You guys made your decision on your order of operations after you got out of Esudel and took a train full of refugees with you through a magic vine and into the wilds of the continent of Vola. You decided to first head over to visit the Estrans with the hope of getting some money from them so that you can hire mercenaries from Nakama. So Swan showed you to the area where the Estrans have hidden the entrance to their new city. And after a little bit of wandering around, you managed to find it. And you also found your good pal, Buddy, in the midst of a battle with 2 cloud giants. They were named Bingus and Bongus. They could fly.
I forgot about
And you killed them both without prejudice. So that is where we are now. Mary turns to you, Slake, and she is going to cast Comprehend Languages on you so that you understand what the Estrans are saying because they do not speak the same language.
Oh, thanks, Mary.
She gives you a thumbs up.
Nice.
All right. As you approach the settlement, you get a better view of what the remaining Estrans have built in the months since they were liberated from the Grey Manacle. Slake, it is the strangest assemblage of buildings you have ever seen. They slope in graceful curves decorated with unreal flourishes of stone and glass. The structures don't even seem to have been built from blocks of stone, but rather raised up out of the earth fully formed. The rock has been bleached or painted a brilliant white and is planted with vining blooms that are already growing to trail artfully down from the rooftops and wrap around the buildings. Fran and Corbin, it is strange to you in a different way. A more devastating way. It looks like home. Buddy says, "We've made a lot of progress. We're lucky. One of the master stoneworkers survived, and he's been teaching a group of apprentices, so we were able to get walls up pretty quickly. The hardest part has been getting, the material components for the magic stuff. I don't really understand that, but I guess it's a little like cooking. You put, a ruby and a bunch of dust into a bowl, and then that makes rocks happen. I don't really get it. And he waves towards you, Fran, as though you know."
Fran nods slowly.
The traders in Nakama, they drive a hard bargain, and we've had a bunch of search and rescue parties that have had to go out after our merchants once deals went bad. Or they went bad for us. They, I guess, went well for the Nakamans. They, got both our money and their goods back, so...
Oh.
That hasn't been great. Is everybody on the surface like that? Or is that city just like the worst?
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
We were there for a bit, and it wasn't great.
Yeah, it was not the best city that we've been in.
All right, well, we never had to deal with bad neighbors on Estra. It was a lot easier when we thought everyone was dead. Hey, who's your friend, by the way? It turns towards you, Slake.
This is Slake.
Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, I've been,
They're family.
They're our business associates / family.
They were an intern when they started, but now they're family.
I worked my way up.
Buddy nods. Respect. Nice work with that axe. That was some real fancy stuff. Good moves.
Oh, jeez, thanks.
And he holds his hand out to you for like a handshake of kings, like clasping of the forearms.
I don't know what to do, so I kind of pat various sides of his arm, and then
as soon as you connect in the way he's expecting you to, he just latches onto your arm and gives it a big hearty shake.
Oh, strong grip you got there.
Heck yeah, I do. All right, well, here, come on, I'll show you guys up. We've got a central building in town. You're gonna love it. They've done a really good job with it. But let's get you there. We can talk about everything. And as Buddy continues on, and he continues talking, and as you guys are walking through the settlement, he's pointing out buildings and going look, we've got a haberdasher now. He makes great hats. And and over there's the guy who makes knives. We didn't get the guy who makes spoons. Unfortunately, the guy who makes spoons did not make it. But we've got so many really good knives.
That's all you really need.
When all you got are knives, every problem's solved by cutting. That's what I say.
That's so true, Buddy.
So as Buddy's doing all of this...
Even soup?
Yes. Especially soup.
Okay.
But as you guys are talking, as Buddy is showing you around and pointing things out, Mary is getting more and more nervous, and she's tugging at her clothes and still trying to keep her face out of view. She is just getting more and more agitated the closer you guys get.
I hold Mary's hand.
And she gives your hand a very, very tight squeeze and then signs with her other one. Is the illusion still up?
Yeah, it's still up, Mary.
Okay, I still look normal?
You always look normal.
I mean I look like a normal person, though.
You always look like a normal person.
Yes, your disguise is
Mary, Mary, you are not recognizable.
She nods. She gives you a thumbs up. So Buddy takes you down the main road of the town where a crew of workers is laying cobblestones by hand. Buddy points to them and says, we're trying to do as much of it by hand as we can, just to limit the amount of materials that we need to do magic. And I don't know, some people think that the more magic we do, the more conspicuous we're going to make ourselves. And I don't know if that's how it works. And he looks kind of at Mary like she knows how it works, and she just shrugs and shakes her head.
In my experience, no.
In my experience, yes.
I don't think so. I think more magic, the merrier magic.
And I point at Mary.
And Buddy takes a second and he looks at you and he squints and then he laughs really big. That's good. You've gotten funnier.
Okay.
How did you guys meet again?
Oh, well, I guess I'm kind of they took my job.
Oh.
That's a horrible way to say it, buddy.
Well, I was the guardian to the goddess, the last iteration of the goddess. So, when she unfortunately passed, I trained. Well, I guess you don't know. You haven't met her, have you? Come on, you guys. She's just upstairs. And then he opens the doors of a tower in the center of town that looks so similar to the Tower of the Goddess where Fran and Corbin, you underwent your final trial, that Mary, she just stops in her tracks looking at it. And Buddy glances over his shoulder and goes, oh, it's just a recreation. The original tower was lost with the rest of the island, but look at how good they've done it all up. It looks just like the one in the forest.
This is incredible. I mean, I wouldn't have known that your city had even fallen.
Well, it used to be in the sky. So that's a big hint right there that it did fall. But thanks. Yeah, we worked really hard on it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be insensitive.
It's fine. I mean, from what I've been able to gather, there's a language barrier, so I don't know. Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people really knew that the island fell out of the sky or understood that there were people on it. So that's kind of worked out for our advantage, really. It makes us a little easier to lay low. But come on. And he ushers you guys into the tower. And unlike the tower on Estra, that silent ruin where you underwent your last trial, this one is a hive of activity. People run around with blueprints and maps, papers, and boxes of spell components. Everybody says hi to Buddy as they see him, and then come crashing to a halt as they see Fran and Corbin. But Buddy waves off their questions and ushers you guys to an upstairs to a mezzanine, where a huge table is spread out with maps and charts. Huge ginger wolf snoozes on a cushion under the table, but she perks her head up when you come in, and her enormous fluffy tail begins whacking the floor rhythmically. Standing with her hands braced against the table is a tiefling with wolves etched into her armor. It's Leica.
Corbin runs to Gingy. Corbin ignores Leica and runs to Gingy.
Oh, Gingy is up first and she bounds over to you. And she goes, Corbin.
Gingy, it's
she's
been 100 million years.
Sniffing you all over. She's sniffing you. She's wagging her tail. She's wagging her tail so hard her whole butt is wagging.
I'm on the floor.
Corbin's on the floor.
I'm being stepped on. I don't care.
You don't care. It's Gingy.
It's Gingy.
And Leica comes up just behind Gingy, and she is already... Fran, you don't even get a chance to react. You're already being hugged.
Oh!
She goes, Fran! Corbin! You guys are here! You made it! And then her eyes land on Mary, who is not looking like Mary, but she waves her hand a little at Leica, and Leica goes, Goddess! Mary! And she's seen through the disguise easily. And she grabs Mary and pulls her into the hug. And then Corbin, you are lifted up off the floor by one strong arm, and you are in the hug.
I'm in the
You're
hug.
all in the hug, whether you want it to be or not. And then she looks and goes, sorry. Hey! And she points at Slake.
Hi. I'm Slake. Nice to meet you.
And Leica, she walks up to you and she gives you an up and down and compares your heights. And she's comparing biceps a little bit. And she looks back at you guys at Fran and Corbin and goes, but they're green.
Yes. Yes. Slake is green. This is our friend Slake.
And Leica looks at you, Slake, and goes, I see. And she leans forward and she once again holds out her hand for the handshake of warriors, of kings, like Buddy did. And she says, thanks for taking care of them. I think they probably would have gotten flattened a long time ago if somebody strong wasn't standing in front of them.
I don't know about that. Listen, now hold on. Because
we have been protecting Slake, if anything.
Yes, I would agree with that statement.
Except for the time that they killed a god.
Yeah, one time they did kill a god, but that's different.
It wasn't. There was just a lot happening.
It was intentional.
We helped.
Mary signs, Slake's been very cool. And Leica nods and goes, respect.
But
if there's one word I would use to describe Slake, it'd be cool.
They are a married orc, so you better watch out.
Don't get any fucking
Don't you get any fucking ideas.
I think that same-heighted people always want to hook up. There's one thing
true.
I know.
And one thing I know is if you're the same height and you're both buff, it's like keeping cats and heat out of the
Corbin!
I think what Fran and Corbin are trying to say is that they really, really missed you.
And
that's what
that's what it is. Yep.
I know that.
we did.
Yeah.
Jam on toast.
And Fran looks at Leica for a second and is like,
And you missed us too?
Oh, yeah. Of course. By the way, there have been some changes to Leica's appearance since last you saw her. The most notable being she is wearing a sick eye patch. And it has a gold embroidered eye on it that follows movement.
What the fuck?
And and she's cut her hair shorter. That's probably the most major change, actually. She has cut her hair to sort of a choppy bob, sort of like a Howl's Moving Castle before he gets a haircut look.
All right.
Okay.
Corbin, don't you get any funny ideas either?
What? Whoa. Okay. Hey, first of all, Leica, can I wear your eye patch?
Can I wear it next?
Leica puts a hand over her eye patch and goes, "No way! I need that to see."
For both eyes?
Well, no, not both eyes, but
yeah. Okay, so you can have no depth perception for 5 minutes so that I can look cool, Leica.
No, over my working eyeball.
Dang it. Well, it looks really cool.
Thank you. I was bummed a little bit about the eye at first. That was one of the first attacks that Torva did on the settlement, but we've got so many cool artificers here. They whipped this up for me, and frankly, works better than a real eye. Watch this. And she looks really far in one direction, and the eye just keeps moving across her eye patch.
Whoa.
And she looks in the other direction, and it just kind of keeps drifting across the eye patch.
What the fuck?
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool. But what are you guys doing here? What's going on? You didn't do it without me, right? Is he dead?
Oh, no. No.
Aren't you guys still getting attacked by
Super alive.
his monsters?
Lots happening.
Well, yeah. And she points to Slake, and as a point well made. I just sort of hoped that maybe you were coming here to tell me that you'd killed Torva, but also, I would have been really mad if you'd killed Torva without me. So, I guess I'm glad he's not dead.
I don't know. He's sort of destroying the entire Dwarven continent right now. And we kind of had to flee, with refugees and stuff. It's no big deal.
What is with that dude? And destroying whole civilizations' homes? You'd think that he'd just chill.
I think it's his brand. He's in a contract.
Well, if you need to take them somewhere, we'll take in any refugees that are fleeing from Torva. I'm sure everyone will make room. We could probably get a new building up as long as, well, that's a whole other thing. But once we have the components for it, we could get a new building up like that.
You're not very good at snapping, but I see what you mean.
Well, sorry.
I mean, you're wearing, like...
I'm sorry, I'm wearing gauntlets. They make it hard to snap. I said maybe Slate can snap better.
Whoa! Not in my house!
I thought the snapping was very good. I look at Corbin and I'm like, wow, Leica is so hot for Slake and their snapping abilities.
Oh no!
I yell and I push you, Fran.
Ow!
Oh my God, Fran's arm is broken!
Did you just hurt Fran? No!
Don't get any ideas, Leica.
Fran is fine.
And like a look, and I make an illusion that like my arm is broken in 7 places.
Stop it!
And Mary...
And it bends around and it spells haha.
And Mary just she just dispels it. It's just like a wave of her hand.
Fran, can you not, like, I'm meeting a really cool friend with a cool eye patch, and if you could just, like, be a little...
Yeah, Slake. I see how it is, but you're married.
You're the worst!
It's like, it's okay. We all are in love with Leica a little bit. The most important thing is that you just
Corbin,
remember.
I'm not.
Yeah, The most
That's
important
only what
thing...
you and Mary are like.
Hey, Fran,
And Slake.
who are you dating right now?
Can everyone just be more normal?
And Leica says, in my experience, no.
No.
Oh yeah, like a...
Well,
Wait, hold on. Did I hear Fran's dating somebody? Fran,
Yeah.
are you dating?
It
she
is
is.
so incredibly complicated. Like, I just don't even know where to start.
Fran?
You remember Phelan?
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh my! You are Fran and Phelan
Well,
sitting in a tree.
Leica,
we're kind
he
of
got-
past that point.
He got clopped in half.
STABBING?
That happened, actually, yeah. That to me.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess there was stabbing, on the way.
He was in the void when...
I went to the void. I was gone for, like, several months, and everybody thought I was dead.
Yeah, it was a really hard time for us. It's like,
and I was there with
Mary-
Phelan, and we were in love, and then Phelan became 2 people, and now I don't know my relationship status with either one of them / both of them, and one of them is evil, and maybe one of them is good, or maybe not, and that's pretty much all that's happened in my life.
Whoa! That's just like an episode of Magical Degrassi that was on last week. Did you guys see that one?
we don't have magic cable where we are.
Degrassi?
We don't get to watch TV anymore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they can't broadcast it outside the settlement.
I can't believe you guys got TV back up and running.
Oh yeah, the TV witches they've survived the fall. And
What happened to Wizard Drake?
Okay, so Wizard Drake. Oh man, that's gonna take a long time for me to explain.
We have time.
So you know,
We have lots of time. Nothing
We have
else
time
is
for
going
Wizard
on.
Drake.
Oh, guys!
You don't get it, Slake.
It's like you don't understand.
Well, yeah, I've never experienced a telepathic vision, but I do think that we should maybe try to address the refugee crisis first.
oh right, yeah, you can totally bring them here. And
That
there is
reminds me of that episode of Wizard Drake.
Yeah, it is very similar. We're actually like almost in that exact same situation right now.
Wait, is Drake a person or a telepathic vision program?
Last I checked, both, but
Yeah.
he came from Degrassi. Magical Degrassi.
I'll have to try these telepathic visions later.
They're really something, Slake.
I have a lot of questions.
Once you start, you can't go back.
They're highly addictive.
And they are, yeah.
Mary signs anyway. We probably shouldn't. We can't really bring the refugees here. They are.
They're dwarves who hate magic.
Yeah, that's the not diplomatic way of putting it.
Yeah.
They are they're very anti-magic, and it would be bad if we brought them here. But we do need your guys' help, and Well, I hate to ask, but we need money.
Fran holds out her hands and goes, "Money, please."
I mean, the thing is that our forces to fight Torba are kind of dwindling, and if we could hire some mercenaries in Nakama, we might stand more of a fighting chance.
And Laika looks a little bit pained at that. Oh, well, that's actually going to be a lot more complicated. I want to I'll give you guys all of our money if I could, but right now, unfortunately, all our money is kind of tied up in Nakama.
I have a question. We're magic boys, right? Can we not simply make more money?
Corbin, that's illegal.
I don't care.
Well, the problem is, like I said, and
Magical money eventually disappears.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. As long as we get the job done before it disappears.
right, but we have to keep living next door to them.
Oh.
And they know.
Where you live.
And people should be compensated for their labor.
Well, yeah, but I mean, listen, when we're talking about money forgery versus...
Well, clearly it's the lesser of two evils, but, I mentioned that we've been having some problems with spell components. The merchants we've been sending there to trade realized they were, like you were saying, Corbin, it's really easy to make money using magic. And the merchants we sent, they got the bright idea that they were in a good position to cheat a lot at the casinos in Nakama. They took the bulk of the treasury and they went to Nakama with the idea that they could double it, but then they haven't come back. So we don't have any money.
Casino heist?
Those words don't mean anything to me.
I was just asking if that's what we're gonna do. Kat, do you have casino heist written right there? Yes, Kat, yes!
Okay, well, I can't wait.
Yes! I knew it.
So, before you can help us, we need to help you. That's what you're getting at, Laika?
Yeah.
You're doing this to us?
I'm
Fran! You've been on the other side of this so many times, Laika.
I know, and I if you came in 2 weeks, if you guys just left and came back in 2 weeks, we'd be totally fine. Just right now,
That's what they all say.
we just have to figure out how to get all of our money back, and also probably save those merchants, because I don't think anything good is going to happen to them.
Okay.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Okay, if we're gonna do a casino heist, we're gonna need a safe guy. We're gonna need...
I'm safe.
Nope. We're gonna need... we've already got Fran, who will be our disguise person.
Yes.
We're gonna need, the muscle. Who else is it? What are the
I don't know. This is a concept that you're introducing.
Who are the magical Ocean's 11s?
Okay, well, there's the Jaws of Certanus, the Damien Sea, the Chalice of Blood.
What about magical Matt Damon?
Is this another telepathic vision thing?
Magical demon? Brad Pitt of snakes.
Snakes. Isn't magic. Snakes aren't magic.
Brad Pitt of snakes that are magical. They're not really there. They're just
Brad Pitt of illusory snakes.
Brad Pitt of illusionary snake.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Okay. Anyway. Micah says, right, but you guys are gonna be so good at doing a casino heist. I would go with you, but every time I try and leave, things fall apart.
Oh.
Last time I left, I lost an eye.
What?
Wait, so you fall apart?
Well, and then I lost an eye, but then also we had a whole. Everybody lost an eye for a little bit. Everybody else got their eye back. Mine was an unrelated eye. It was a whole thing.
Jeez.
So I can't really get away.
But
Apparently the eyes did get away.
Corbin.
that was pretty good.
Thank you.
I guess if you have to stay here. I was kind of looking forward to maybe it would be like the good old days.
Like
Things were simpler.
nods grimly and she says, things aren't simple anymore. But don't worry, while you guys are gone, I'll get everybody together and we'll figure out how we can support you when it comes time to really strike Torva down.
Leica, you can be our ideas guy at home.
Leica nods and goes, yeah, I'm like the mastermind now. I'm like George... What's a good magic pun?
George...
Cloudy?
George...
No,
Clowny?
That's the only thing that's coming to
No,
my
that's
mind.
not
Clowns
magical.
aren't magical.
George Clownfish?
No, fuck off.
George...
Cloudy mirror
Cloud
on the wall.
Sakura.
George...
You could just say magical George Clooney.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
George
Balloony.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
Gorge.
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 Dooney.
Gorge Dooney. Gorge Dooney.
Is that magical?
Wait.
Okay, seriously, I can't get over how there's no convention to these names where it's like some people are
Gorge
like,
of illusory
Brad
snakes
Pitt.
Dooney.
So some people are gonna be fucking Brad Pitt of illusory snakes, and then other people are just magical George. Like, fuck off. This is some B-movie
It's
bullshit.
Gorge of illusory snakes.
You're literally following B-movie naming conventions.
Yeah, I'll be like George Cloudy.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
Whatever.
Aren't magical.
I don't remember that guy, but
I
that's
thought his name was different, but yeah.
Well, he used to be George Pitt of Illusory Snakes Cloudy, but he shortened it recently. It's been like a whole thing.
I thought it was Gorge.
Oh, that's also part of it. Anyway,
Include any of this.
I can include whatever I want.
anyway, I'll be like the George Cloudy of the whole operation. I'll be, here making the plans and being handsome.
Funding the operation with fake money.
Yeah. Well, right now we can't fund it with any money, but you'll get all the money that you rescue from the casino. Anything that's there.
Likely story.
Anything that's there you can use to hire on mercenaries or whatever you need to do.
I'm gonna be like,
Think very carefully about the next words that you say, Noel.
Fawn. Cheadle.
That's actually fine. Like that makes sense.
I'm gonna be like Fawn Cheadle. I'm gonna blow stuff up.
I'm gonna be like,
Bernie magical attack.
yeah, I'm gonna,
Bernie Mac for short.
I'm gonna be like Bernie Magical Attack, Bernie Mac for short. Who are you gonna be, Slick?
I'll be here all week.
And Mary,
You'll be here forever.
And Slake looks just like off into the distance when you say that, Fran.
So, as fun as this has all been,
As Gorge illusory snakes, Dooney, I need you to tell. Hannah, please don't look at me.
I need you to tell me, more about the job, right? And then in the last act, it'll seem like we got caught, but it'll be on purpose.
exactly. All right.
But, where the fuck are we going?
All right. So here are the details that Leica is able to give you. And she does preface this by saying that they only know a very bare amount at this point because they've just sort of started to plan this heist. They just realized that something is wrong. So they only have a very little bit of information, and you will need to do your own recon work when you get there.
Great at that.
Yeah, you're so good at that. You've never gotten caught doing
That's
recon work.
Corbin's specialty.
Right. But here's what Leica is able to tell you, based on what they know from when the merchants were going in. So Leica explains to you that the casino that the merchants are being held captive in is called the Lucky Lamia. It is in the center of the gambling district in Nakama. It is one of the largest and most popular casinos, largely because of their main attraction, which is a live Lamia in a glass cage at the center of the casino floor. From what they've been able to tell, the Lamia is sentient and able to speak and may or may not be running the casino.
Oh, what's a Lamia?
Oh, lower half of a lion, top half of a hot lady.
Oh, lion?
Hell yeah.
Well, or rather not lower half of a lion, rather the body of a lion minus the head. And then except where the head goes, there's the torso of a hot lady.
So a hot lady lion centaur.
yeah, hot lady lion centaur.
Nice.
Sounds like we should let her out.
Sounds hot.
Sounds hot.
Julia Roberts.
Oh, I've been thinking on Julia for so long. I can't believe you fucking took it before me.
So there is, of course, on the floor of the casino, there is a lot of security. There are 4 pit bosses on the floor of the casino at all times.
I think you mean pit of illusory snakes bosses.
One of them is named Googie.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what a pit boss is, but it sounds menacing.
They're in charge of the illusory snakes.
Other things that they do know is that there is a dress code. It is formal dress only.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Of course.
I'm great at that.
And then also that there are no animals allowed in the casino.
Oh, no, Corbin. I guess you can't come.
Well, you guys, it's been a good run, but I have to leave.
This is that part of the heist movie where we split up, but then later it turns out that it was all part of the plan, and you show up at the last moment, and
Yeah.
you were the Lumia the whole time.
Yeah, that's what actually, that's a really good idea. What if we free the labia and then...
I know you pronounced it wrong. It's labia.
Oh, I'm sorry, the labia. And then did I say it right that time?
No, you said it wrong. both times.
The labia. Right?
Yes.
All right, so that's what Leica is able to tell you. What preparations do you want to make before you go on this heist?
Well, obviously we need formal clothes.
Do you want to get illusory formal clothes or real formal clothes?
I think we should get real formal clothes. 'cause
Yeah.
illusory formal clothes can
Be easily.
be a problem.
Yeah, they can done get poofed.
They can done get poofed.
I think we can plan this whole thing later, and maybe as we go.
All right, but like what do you need to
But
Prepare.
do here
in
before
terms
you
of
go?
preparing, we need clothes. We may need some money.
At the very least, illusory money, if not real money.
Yes, and a fancy cart to arrive in. And
I mean, the Estrans, since they have all this advanced magic, I know you guys have telepathic visions. Is there any other stuff around here that would be helpful?
What if we suddenly broadcast magical Degrassi into the minds of every single person in the casino
That would be a
all
distraction.
at once?
that would be a distraction.
As long as it's the scene where that one boy, like, destroys himself by riding the jet ski.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I will say this. I will give you guys the opportunity to work with the artisans here in Estra to craft one magical item to help you.
Jet ski.
That's not... No.
So,
Jet ski's the magical item.
whatever the...
Like a mechanical jet ski.
Yeah, it's magic. That's how they work. Okay.
So it can either be like it doesn't have to necessarily be like
Jet of illusory snake.
I'm gonna kill you.
okay. So and I'm gonna give you the stipulation here that not a stipulation rather just a clarification that I say one magical item that can be like a set of jet skis. It could be a set of 4 jet skis, or it could be like magical earpieces for all of you. Or it could be like
That's a good idea.
yeah, or something like that. I'm trying to think of other like heist tools, like a
Gun.
gun.
Yeah,
you
like a
already
gun.
have a gun. A
Suction cup shoes.
suction cup shoes.
I mean,
That thing that makes a perfect circle in glass.
Yes. A magical replica of the safe.
Yeah.
A magical van full of porn. What about something that helps us phase through walls?
Oh, that could be good. I was
is
thinking
that OP though?
I think if you are getting something that can phase through walls, it will have limited uses and it will only be wieldable by one of you.
okay.
Makes sense.
There's the other thing I was thinking too is like maybe something that can like guarantee a charm person.
We could get something like if we could get like a set of things that gives us like advantage on deception checks or something,
Oh,
so
yeah,
that we
that's a
can
good idea.
become con men.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you feel once we get to the safe, do you feel confident you can? I mean, I guess with magic, there's surely got.
I mean, I'm really good at opening doors.
Yeah.
And I've never been stopped by a locked door before.
That's so true. And
Yeah.
Then, I mean, and Mary can cast silence.
I'm deeply
And I can-
deeply confident.
And I can heat metal, which is assuredly going to be useful.
yes.
yeah.
All right. Well, I see no way in which this can go wrong.
Okay.
So some sort of.
So it's time to go shopping.
So after you guys have discussed for a little bit what your plans are, what you're thinking, what Leica knows, what she's able to tell you.
We discuss, and we're all leaning our little elbows like next to Gingy and leaning our little faces on her back and like kicking our legs.
Yes. Yes.
It's a very slumber party-esque kind of planning. It's very good. So Leica says, all right, I'll work on getting a cart for you guys. And otherwise, the main shopping street is the street that Buddy took you down. So for your clothes and thieves' tools and things, you can find all of that there.
Let's all put our hands in the middle.
Everybody puts their hands in the middle.
1, 2, 3.
Pit of snakes!
Pit of snakes! Illusory snakes.
Illusory snakes.
Illusory snakes.
What did you say, Fran?
I said team.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
That makes more sense.
Of illusory snakes.
Team of illusory snakes.
Oh,
That's
that
us.
makes sense.
That's us.
That's our team.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, in retrospect, maybe this was a bad idea, but you know what? It's too late. It's recorded, and it's the only mid-roll we've got, so buckle in, I guess. Creak? Yes, sir. Is Miss Legendlark at home? Whom shall I say is calling? Never mind all that. If she doesn't remember me, tell her I'm the chap who is snickering at her. Yes, sir. And would you give her these? Yes, sir. Ah. I have often rolled down this mid before, but the podcast always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I, several houses high, knowing I'm on the roll where you mid. Are there lilac trees in this part of town? Can you hear a Legendlark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the roll where you mid. Ah, spring has nearly sprung, and here I am, on the roll where you mid. Can't you hear the birds chirping in jubilation? The propane teens coming out of their spider holes to taste the fresh spring air? The podcasters making references that clearly date the episode to a time several months prior to its release? No? No matter. It's lovely, of course, to take in the sights of the mid-roll, but of course I can't forget that I've come here with tasks to undertake. The first of which is to thank all of our wonderful new supporters on Patreon. Thank you to Ridge, Game Prof Cole, Teddy, Ella Mora, Mr. Wentel's Reverse Sugar Zaddy. All right. Nat 20 for Fran Crush, Sarah Melnick, Kid Norris, Musashi Don, Tony de Guzman, Brian Tatosky, and Ash. Your support is so deeply appreciated. You're like the economically independent flower girl that enriches our lives and steals our hearts at the Ascot opening day. But don't think that's the only way to support the podcast. We may have been disinherited for pursuing love outside of our social class, but we still appreciate a kind word in the form of a review on Apple Podcasts. And to that effect, I must give my heartfelt thanks to one obsessed little goblin, Person Dude Guy Yup, always good to see you again, Kayla's Blue Sky Queer Nerd, River Likes Math, Axel to the Maxel, Virtual Bree, Zoe KB, and I Love This Game I.O. You are most appreciated. It is a long one today, and I've committed to a bit that may have been much easier to attach to a shorter mid-roll, but by God, I will bravely soldier on. It is not, after all, merely the arrival of this warmer season that has me in such high spirits. I would be remiss not to tell you that my heart went on a journey to the moon when I saw the incredible fanzine that was put together on Gumroad. It's called Roll to Fall in Love, and I assure you, listeners, you will. It's entirely fan-created and pay what you want, and I must say, the art and stories therein are absolutely phenomenal. If you'll allow me to break from the bit, I do want to say that we are sincerely floored when people make fan work, and to see such a big collection of new Dames fan art and fiction was so wonderful and energizing. It's 65 pages, and they're all great. We reblogged it on Tumblr and retweeted it on Twitter, so do go check it out. You won't regret it. Ahem. And on the topic of art, have you seen the magnificent Legend Lark TikTok and YouTube channel? On them, you'll find an enchanting animatic made by our own multifaceted Miss Noel, and more to come. On our YouTube channel at youtube.com/aspirandlegendlark, we also have a playlist of fan-made videos and animations, so be sure to drop by as well. What's that? You are still in search of further ways to support the show? Oh, that is very kind of you. I should say, we do have an online storefront as well. We sell a range of merchandise. Most recently, we have restocked our Roll to Fall in Love pins if you are finding your cardigan barren. And, of course, you can also purchase a one-time ad read, which is just what these lovely folks have done. First up on the docket, we have a message from Mariah the Wandering Oasis, and it reads as follows. To the dearest love of mine, I'm gonna kick your ash if you don't listen to the mid-rolls. Why? Because it's around your birthday and I got this for you, because I love you, and to support my favorite podcast. But yeah, happy birthday, you absolute doofus. You better stick around and be more confident in yourself, 'cause you're stuck with me for the rest of our lives. Thank you for all that you do, and I'm sorry that I'm not poetic like some of these other people. You get what you get, and that's me. Justin, the code word is, I'm the map. And go. How very sweet. It does bring back my own memories of halcyon days gone by. A most affecting message. Justin, may your birthday be a sweet reverie under a dewy sky. And what do we have here? At the bottom of the mailbag? Russell Russell? Why, it's a birthday message for our own sweet Catherine, and from Aidan, no less. I'm afraid it's a little belated, but you know how podcast scheduling can be. Let us give it a read. I remember back when I would GM for you and our friends back in high school, in the spare classrooms after school, or sometimes in our parents' basement like true nerds. What a gateway that turned out to be. Kat, I am so proud of the success that you have found with your writing and storytelling ability, and it's been a thrill to see those talents develop in real time through this podcast that I've become a legitimate fan of. Not only that, but you have a great team helping you along the way. Noelle, Hannah, Juniper, thank you so much for all you do as friends and co-collaborators, both on air and off. Happy birthday, sis. I love you to the moon and back, and I look forward to all the new stories you have planned for the future. Like another Ainsley and the Gap adventure, just saying. Your big bro, Aidan. Oh ho ho! Always a pleasure to see another Ainsley and the Gap fan out and about. Remember, Aidan, this peace is what all true warriors strive for. Obviously, we all wish our own dear Cat a very happy birthday, past, present, and future. Ah, and I can see the sun is beginning to set. That's all right. I'm quite comfortable here on the steps of the mid-roll. I'll read you a message to Chantel as I settle in for the night. Chantel, the code word is 2 dames, 2 zine. The sleeper agent is creak. Oh, the door. Sir? I'm terribly sorry, sir. Miss Legendlark says she doesn't want to see anyone ever again. But why? She was magnificent. So I've been told, sir. Is there any further message? Yes. Tell her I'll wait. But it might be days, sir. Even exactly 2 weeks. But don't you see? I'll be happier here. People stop and stare. They don't bother me. For there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by. I won't care if I can be here on the roll where you mid.
And so, like, as you guys are exiting the house, says, Mary, do you want to come help me with the cart?
Corbin and Fran make extreme eye contact.
Yeah, we do.
instantly.
We make extreme eye contact. And we also did that in real life.
It's deep eye contact.
Yeah,
It's deep, extreme eye contact, and Mary nods and goes off with Leica. All right.
Fran and Corbin hold each other's heads and stare into each other's eyes.
Yeah, we are doing the forehead touch with each other.
I am.
And we are looking deeply into each other's eyes.
Slake is like observing you in bafflement, and they're like,
Fran grabs the back of Slake's head and tries to
yeah.
include them.
Yeah.
Did I miss something? Are we doing a ritual?
You're here with us.
We're together.
We're together.
Oh, okay.
Your marriage is no longer in danger.
Your marriage is safe.
All right. Team.
Evolutionary snakes.
Evolutionary snakes. Okay. So you guys, you won't have to spend any money with the Estrans. They will give you anything that you want. You guys go shopping. Tell me what you buy for your casino outfits.
Fran gets this sculptural dress. It's fairly short, and it's like made of octopus tentacles that are like orange and yellow, and it like wraps around and is like twirly curly and stuff. And it has like big shoulders.
Yes. Yes.
And it looks really cool.
It sounds really cool.
And
And she forms her head into another octopus.
Yes.
And Fran, at a special request to the tailor, they sew into the hem of the dress a set of thieves' tools.
Yes. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. Shall I go next?
Yeah.
Corbin is wearing skin-tight leather pants.
Yes.
Low rise. He is wearing mid-height heeled, like Doc Martin-esque boots. So like not, but like with a heel, you know.
Yes.
No shirt, but he is wearing a jacket that is a short crop jacket with long sleeves, many long rings.
Long rings?
Yeah, no, like rings that like mimic the beak of a crow.
Oh, or like the claws of an animal.
Yeah, or like the claws of an animal or whatever. And then he has a very short cut jacket, so like it basically ends at his armpits. And then hanging down, connecting the lapels, are black chains that hang down his torso and then go up his neck.
Corbin, you look cool.
Thank you.
Slake, what is your look gonna be?
Yes. So Slake has sort of a formal tuxedo tailcoat with gold piping, and over that they are wearing like a big fur mantle,
Very good.
and then a long straight skirt that goes to the ground, and that has some slits for movement, as they learned from their last dress experience. The color scheme for the outfit overall is like a dark blue that's kind of right up on the edge of purple, and the bottom of their shoes, of course, has a slightly brighter purple color to it.
Pop of color.
Yes.
And they look snatched as hell.
Love it. Slake looks snatched as hell. What are you picking up for Mary?
Hold on.
Pants.
It's a white and gold Black Parade era Gerard Way pantsuit
Yes.
with golden epaulets that are encasing a sheer cape which hangs over the entire outfit. Bare arms.
Bare arms. So bare arms. But there's still like the gold epaulets and then this like sheer cape that I'm
Yeah.
gonna say is like kind of iridescent.
With a very low cut.
It's sort of a vest, really.
Yeah, it's really more of a vest pantsuit.
Vest pantsuit,
Yeah.
right. Deep V, and
So
I think like,
So important.
This is
and like
literally the point.
when you tell the person like the shop attendant that this is for the goddess, They throw in like a beautiful set of opal earrings and like opal necklace and rings.
Yes.
So she'll be like decked out in beautiful jewelry that matches.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That shit.
All right, so now we've done our favorite part of any heist, which
The
is
only reason we play D&D.
The literal only reason we play D&D or do heists.
and the part that all of our listeners love the most. This is the self-indulgent bit for us.
Yes.
All right, so you guys have your new looks, and as you're finishing up at the tailor, Leica and Mary pull up with a just spectacular-looking cart. It's jet black, like shiny jet black, and it has been painted with like on the back wheels. It looks like it is being chased by a pod of dolphins that are like jumping through the surf. That's what the wheel wells on the back look like. Where the driver's seat is mounted into like a sculpture of a buff bearded man blowing a conch shell.
Oh my god, yes.
It's incredibly cool looking.
Cat,
Yeah.
who's pulling the cart?
Oh, and pulling the cart are your horses. It's
It's our horses.
yeah. Like as she pulls up, she goes, "Hey, do you guys know where these horses came from? They just sort of like hitched themselves into the cart."
Well, we kind of went to this magical horse facility.
Horse camp.
You went to horse camp without me?
I mean, it wasn't a planned thing.
It was an accident, Leica.
It's fine.
And Fran wasn't there either. Or Mary.
Yeah, Fran kicks the ground. With
Yeah, it was really just for me and Slake.
Leica gets down off the carriage and comes up to you, Fran, and she puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "It's okay, Fran. We can go to horse camp together."
Fran's eyes fill up with tears, and she says,
Yeah, I hope so.
Leica gives you a stiff nod and then turns away before the emotions overtake her.
Yeah.
And Mary also gets down and vibe check. Everybody roll me a vibe check.
Ooh, okay. All right.
my
Vibe check. I got a. What am I adding to my vibe check, Kat? Do I have
Perception. Perception. We'll call it perception
Okay.
check.
I hope someone got a good one. 'cause-
Me too.
it's not gonna be me.
Oh no, we're all missing the vibe.
I got a 9.
Oh no.
I don't get any vibes.
Oh yeah,
Fran, you're too overwhelmed with emotion about horse camp.
I got a 19, so my vibe check is pretty precise.
Thank God.
Corbin, so then you are the one who notices it. The vibe is weird. The vibe is weird.
The vibe is I put my hands on.
Between Leica and Mary?
Yes, the vibe is weird.
I put my hand on Fran and I put my hand on Slake shoulder, both of them, their shoulders, and I pull them in close.
Fran goes, what is it? And she looks immediately at Leica and Mary.
I say, pretend we're hugging.
I love to hug my friends.
The vibes are weird.
Well, I mean, yeah, you are making it pretty weird, Corbin.
No, Slake!
Between
I look over.
Between Mary
I once
and
again, I stare at Leica and Mary.
the vibes are
From
weird.
inside the weird hug.
and Leica and Mary are sort of like very not looking at each other. Like
The vibes are weird.
they're they're just sort of each
They
like,
kissed!
Fran, be quiet!
Fran points at Leica and says, "J'accuse!"
Leica looks and goes, "What?"
Fran, no!
Mary grabs Slake's arm and says, "Slake, did you guys get me any new clothes? Can you show this to me?"
Why don't you show Mary the new clothes, Slake? Fran says without looking away from Leica.
So Slake just like looks around like very confused.
Slake, you need to go get Mary her clothes. She's practically naked.
We got her a sack that's very unalluring, I say to Leica.
It is ugly, and it would look ugly on anyone.
Mary looks at Slake and goes, "Is that true? Did you guys get me a sack?"
No, we have the clothes right
So,
here.
like, show Mary the sack.
Sack Mary!
Okay, I take the bag of holding from Fran and I take out the normal outfit that we purchased for Mary, and I
Not here, Slake.
it's just clothes.
Don't try it on, Mary.
Mary takes it and says, "Slake, come help me try it on."
Okay.
Get out of here, Slake!
And as you get back into the store, Slake, Mary says, "Sorry about that. It's just there's a lot of history there, and Oh, it's just things have changed a lot, and I don't know. Show me the dress. So we'll cut away from that, and you and Mary.
Well, if we cut back to Fran and Corbin, Fran and Corbin are climbing up Leica's body.
Yes, we are.
Going, what did you do?
What did you do,
hanging
Leica?
off her horns.
Leica
to shake her.
Yeah.
Tries to like shake you guys off. She's like, nothing happened. Oh my goddess, you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my goddess.
You would say that.
How dare you quote our
Favorite television TV series.
And Leica, like, she runs her fingers through her hair and goes, you know, like, we were so close before everything happened, and then, you know, she sent me here, and I don't know, it just seems like... And Leica sighs and goes, I think a lot's changed, and I don't know what you guys have been doing, and now Mary's crying gold tears.
We all do that sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't.
Not yet.
not yet.
Fair. Anyway, it's just I don't know. I just said that it was nice to have our goddess back, and she.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, Leica!
Yeah.
You put your foot right in it.
Yeah, I realized it was the wrong
I
thing.
thought you guys were making
I
out.
did too. I so thought that you had really made a move.
And Leica is redder than usual, if possible.
Oh, well, Leica, as a person with a successful relationship,
Okay.
I gotta tell you, Mary is very much Mary. I think she's pretty uncomfortable with the goddess stuff.
Yeah.
That's why she's disguised.
Right.
She didn't want anyone to know she's here.
And Leica, like, pulls on her hair and her horns a little bit and goes, and I suggested a parade.
Oh,
Leica.
my God.
You are so stupid.
Leica, you've been in the cult too damn long.
Do you remember the last time we had a parade? Oh my god.
Oh, the entire island fell from the sky.
Oh, Leica.
Oh, my God.
Leica.
And Leica is trying to melt herself into a puddle on the ground.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, with Slake and Mary is telling you, it's like from her side what happened. She's like, I just don't think she sees me as a person, you know? All of you guys, you all see me as a person now, and a goddess second, but I was visiting the Estrans while I was stuck in the void, you know, without a body, and I think that just made everybody think of me as an omniscient goddess, Leica included, and how do I make her see me as a person again? And Mary's like doing all this while she's like trying on her outfit and fiddling in the mirror and looking at it.
I mean, Mary, it sounds like you and Leica been through a lot together. When you were traveling together before, she didn't treat you like you weren't her friend.
I know, and that's the thing is, I mean, Leica saved me in the desert. She dragged my unconscious body all the way from the middle of nowhere to civilization and nursed me back to health. And when we parted, it was all fine. And I don't know, maybe it's because I sent her away. I don't. It's just all weird now. I thought it was going to be normal, and now it's weird.
I mean, to be fair, as a group, I don't think our track record for making things normal is stellar, but I don't know. I would think that it's probably just awkward for Leica too, and that doesn't mean that she feels differently about you.
But we never even talked about how we felt. I sent her away on a mission, like a goddess would.
Oh, jeez. I mean,
in this dressing room, there's like a bunch of cushions and things. And Mary just like throws herself down onto the cushions and she just like kicks her little legs and, and like stomps her little hands and she goes, She makes a sign for that, and you just know what that is. She opens her eyes and looks at you, Slake, and signs, "Do you think I messed everything up?"
I don't think that. I might not be the person with the most insight into this particular situation.
But you're married!
Slake does the classic covering of their face with their hands, and they take a deep breath, and then they say, "Look, again, I'm really not the expert on this stuff, but I can say, from my experience, that I think it's maybe better to. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future, and I think if there's something that you want to say to Leica, you should go for it."
Mary sighs and signs, "Thanks. I'll think about it. I might just put it off until after we do this heist, and maybe we all die during the heist, and that just solves the problem."
I grab Mary by the shoulders, and I shake her, and I go talk to Leica.
And Mary signs, later, let me hide here for a bit.
Okay, fine, but I gotta say, Fran and Corbin are being really weird about this. And frankly, I mean, I feel a little weird, too, meeting someone who's so important to all of you, and I don't know exactly how to act, and I feel like, maybe if you didn't have this big thing hanging over things, well, then again, I guess Corbin and Fran are probably still gonna be really weird about it.
Corbin and Fran will be weird no matter what.
But
can we cut back to Corbin and Fran?
Yeah, being weird.
Being weird.
Yeah.
Oh, because Fran is like, "Do you remember the time that Mary was constipated for 2 weeks?
Do you remember that time, Leica?
Do you remember the time that she laughed so hard she farted in front of us?
Do you remember that time, Leica? Do you remember the time that she drank my tea and vomited for 2 hours straight?
I remember it, Leica. I remember it well.
And Leica is like trying to melt herself into
Do you
a puddle.
remember the time that we had a burping contest, Leica?
Leica, do you remember the time?
And most of all, do you remember the last time we had a fucking parade?
Leica groans and says, "I know I messed up. I just, she's also been a floating assemblage of petals coming down from the sky."
Yeah, and Fran's been a fart cloud.
Yeah.
Do you guys think I messed it up forever?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I got confused. No.
Fran was projecting.
No, it's, anything can be fixed that's been split in half. Even you and Mary.
Wow. Well said. Fran, you said that so well and without any context to any other situation that's going on currently.
Yeah, Fran, I totally believe that this was about what I've been talking about and not about your own issues.
I'm sure you can fix it.
All right.
I mean, Mary's not, unforgiving, right?
Mary's
She's the one that wanted to have the parade the first time. So
Mary?
we all want to have unwise parades sometimes.
Mary is the kindest and most forgiving person that I know.
No.
Not?
Fran looks at Corbin like...
Who else?
Fran, holds out her hands
Oh, right. In contrast to the most... to the most petty and grudge-holding person I know, Fran.
Fran shakes her head and goes, "I'll never forgive you for this."
And Leica untangles her hair from her face where she has been hiding behind it and says, "I really missed you guys."
Oh, we missed you too,
We missed you too, Leica. We did not miss the parades.
All right, so at that point, Mary and Slate come back out of the shop, and Mary gives a thumbs up to Fran and Corbin and signs, "I like it. Good choice."
Oh, about the outfit. Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We were just all talking about times you farted in front of us.
Yeah, no, we're at that time that you vomited for 2 hours straight.
I give Corbin and Fran a look
And Fran makes the exact same face she made when she was like talking about how forgiving she was. And like holds her hands out like what?
And Mary gives you guys a bit of a look, and she sort of nods and says, "Oh, okay. Well, we should probably."
Leica found it very charming. Let's go.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Let's maybe get some rest tonight and get an early start tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, I'm like super bruised from all the giants fighting.
Right.
I forgot that happened.
Wait till you see my dress, Mary. It's fucking amazing.
Wait till you see my outfit, Mary. There's barely any fabric.
Serving octopus.
All right. So, Leica shows you guys to some rooms in the Goddess Tower that have been prepared for you while you guys have been out shopping. You each get your own room. They're very
I hate
nice.
it here.
Yeah. It feels very weird. It feels exactly like the rooms that you were given, like when you were Mary's guardians. You know,
Corbin's
serving
having
room.
PTSD.
I'm having flashbacks.
And Slake, these are just really nice rooms. You're just like, hell yeah. They've got like beautiful gardens inside the rooms and like pretty lighting and everything.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a little time to decompress.
Yeah, you're gonna get a decompression. There's hot towels.
Oh,
you know, like just
Fran elbows Corbin and is like,
This is a perfect place to plan a parade.
Fran, shut up! I'm gonna sleep in the woods.
all right.
Oh, that sounds good.
All right. So that night, Corbin,
Yes.
you have a dream.
Yes, I do.
All right. First, I'm just gonna go ahead and have you roll straight wisdom to see how much agency you have in this dream.
God damn it. 12.
All right. You have 12 out of 20 control over your actions in this dream.
Slightly over half. Okay.
Yep. Slightly better than half.
Just like real life.
Honestly?
All right, so Corbin, you have a dream. And in your dream, you see Mary standing in front of a ruin in the void. The river of stars under her feet leads her to the steps of a crumbling stone platform, surrounded by broken arches that you recognize, because you saw reproductions of them earlier today. On the steps of the ruined Tower of the Goddess, the monstrous black creature of antlers, fangs, and feathers that was once Kai the Sacrifice lays with her front paws crossed. She watches Mary, who approaches one step at a time. Then Kai's horrible jaws open and a cacophony of voices come out, and Mary has her hands up like she is defending herself. What do you want to try and do, Corbin?
How far away am I from Mary? Like,
Quite far away.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to do anything in normal
Physically.
space, physically.
right, okay. I put my hands out, and from my hands, I want a giant swarm of bees to fill Kai's mouth.
All right. Fran, roll against that.
Oh, bitch. God damn it.
So you have to beat a 12.
Better do shit.
so it's a 14.
A 14, that beats Corbin's 12. How would that manifest?
Corbin turns into a bee.
That's fair.
All right. Yeah. So Corbin, as you like try and manifest that, you feel like another force. It feels familiar, but you can't quite place it. And it pushes back against you, and your will is turned back on you, and you are transformed into a bee.
Okay.
And you have to deal with that existential horror for only a moment, because then you wake up.
What the fuck? Mary!
Corbin leaves his room and runs to find Mary.
Mary, when you find her, she's in her room. She's awake, and tears are running down her face.
Did Fran also have this dream?
Oh yeah, Fran, you also had this dream.
Okay, so Fran would run to Mary then, too.
All right, so you both converge on Mary's room,
And Fran goes, Mary, are you okay? What just happened?
Mary is she's crying, like just tears running down her face, and she just signs. I just had a bad dream. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Mary, what was your dream?
It was, I don't. She looks away and then she signs.
Were there bees?
No, what? There were no bees.
Never mind. Keep talking.
I think I just met my mother for the first time, and I don't think she's a very good mom. And now I gotta say Laika's catchphrase so that I can get into her voice. Gingy, come on.
Come on, Gingy.
Gingy, come on.
Jam on toast.
That's not it.
It's jam on toast. It's jam on toast. Gingy, come on. I don't know how Sophie did that voice long term. It is so hard to do.
Gingy, come on.
Come on.
It's like,
Right, you have to do it like really far back in your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to like literally hurt yourself.
pretend that you're Ash Ketchum from Pokemon.
Gingy, come
You can do whatever
You can do whatever you want,
Kat,
Kat. It
because
doesn't matter.
Laika's voice can have changed from her months
Yeah.
of smoking since we.
Yes,
Or maybe she quit smoking a pack a day and now she's like really healed up a lot.